So I'll be honest, after my Division for Dummies video, I was fully planning on moving to a new game. I had just finished the campaign when that video came out, and I enjoyed it, don't get me wrong, but the Steam Winter Sale was coming up, and I knew I was going to get some new games, especially ones that I wanted to make videos on. So my plan was to leave the Division behind me and move on completely. Yeah, that didn't happen. I said this in my Division for Dummies video. Just know that once you hit level 30, the game really opens up. I didn't realize to what extent it actually did open up. This game has completely sucked me in, and it won't let go. Hell, I even bought the Division 2 already. It's literally just been sitting in my Steam library, begging me to play it, and I still haven't. The Division's endgame is so fun, so rewarding, so addicting, and today I'm going to show you why. I'm going to walk you through all the different ways to play. The gameplay loop, the grind, what makes it so addicting, and why I personally can't stop playing it. Is this video an excuse for me to keep playing the game and feel guilt-free about not starting a new one? Yes, but hopefully, with this, I will finally break the hold the game has on me and get you guys those videos on other games I've been meaning to make. If you enjoyed this video though, consider dropping a like, and maybe even subscribing. Alright, that's enough intro, let's get into this. Once you finish the main campaign of the Division, you will officially be in the endgame. The first thing you'll notice is that your map is now full of a bunch of new stuff. We'll get into that eventually, but what I want to bring your attention to is this little icon over here. This is your world tier. Since you're at such a high level by this point, the game is way too easy and enemies die way too fast. This is where world tiers come in. World tiers scale up the difficulty of enemies in the game and make it so that the game never gets boring. There are 5 different world tiers, with each one getting harder and harder as you go up. You are also now measured by your gear score instead of your level. To reach the higher world tiers and not die instantly to every enemy in the game, you'll need to upgrade your gear score. This is the grind. Keep getting better and better gear to move on to the highest possible world tier. On its own, not that interesting, especially since by this point in the game, I'd already finished upgrading my base of operations and I'd done a lot of the side missions just to get my level higher. If finishing the rest of those and replaying the campaign on harder difficulties was the only way to get better gear, I probably would have dropped this game instantly after finishing it. Thankfully, there's so much more to do. The endgame introduces so many different ways to play and earn better gear. Now, I will admit, a lot of this is behind the expansions, but the game is about to be a decade old, and whenever it goes on sale, the gold edition, which comes with all the expansions, is like $2 more than the base game. If you are playing the Division in 2026 and it's not the gold edition, that means that you didn't listen to me in the For Dummies video. If you do end up picking the game up, I highly recommend getting the gold edition. Trust me on this. And now you're missing out. Anyway, these different ways to play are what kept me hooked. As a live service game, it's obviously got its dailies and weeklies to complete. These involve finding intel and hunting down a target. These are fun little things to turn your brain off and do. They take really no effort at all, and you still get some pretty decent loot from them. I usually do these when I don't have a lot of time to play and just want to do some mindless grinding for a bit. The Dark Zone is another place I went to when I didn't have much time. Drop in, clear a landmark, extract some gear. It's quick, it's usually pretty easy, and you get some pretty good loot from it. What's not to love? You can also replay campaign missions on higher difficulties and do incursions. Incursions are the hardest missions in the game, but they have the best loot. You can't really do them without a team though, so I barely touch them. On top of all of those, there's 3 different game modes that were introduced with the expansions: Underground, Survival, and Resistance. Underground missions are completely customizable dungeons that you can go in and complete. These can be as long and as difficult as you want them to be. Don't have a lot of time? Do a quick and easy run, get some okay loot, and dip. Feel like grinding all night? Pause. Do 3 phases on hard mode and get a shit ton of great loot. There's even modifiers you can put in to spice up the gameplay if you want. This mode alone took up so much of my time. I cannot tell you how long I spent just running mission after mission trying to get better gear. There's even co-op, but I completely ignored that because
I work alone.
Also because none of my friends play The Division. Survival is a game mode so good, I was genuinely going to make a video just about it alone, before I ended up turning that video into this. It is also the first extraction shooter ever made. Yes, before Arc Raiders, before Hunt, before Tarkov, there was survival. In it, you crash land into a blizzard, you get an infection which will kill you eventually, and you have nothing on you. You have to scavenge for items, craft a filter to enter the dark zone, and a flare gun to extract while in it. It's got it all. PvE, PvP, actually well done survival mechanics, and the scariest enemies in the entire game.
Armored hostile detected. I'm so fucking scared right now!
Seriously. Fuck these guys, I can't believe I have to deal with them again in The Division 2. This honestly could have been a whole game on its own, and I really believe it would be able to compete with other extraction shooters like Arc Raiders. It's why I'm so excited for Survivors, because that could be really huge if they execute it well. It's got it all. Immersion, intensity, and you get some decent loot, even if it's definitely not the game mode to grind for a higher gear score. My only issue with it is the load times. I get that the game is like a decade old, but even just PvE matches take at least 5 minutes to find a game. But considering everything else, that's really nothing compared to the incredible experience you get with this game mode. Late nights playing survival, getting fully immersed in it, was some of the most fun I've ever had in The Division. It's truly one of a kind. Resistance is the last expansion. This is The Division's version of Horde mode. If you've ever played COD Zombies, this is basically that, opening doors and all. There's not really much to say here, it's just really fun. You don't have to think about it too much because it's just mowing down waves of enemies, and you get some pretty solid loot from it. It's simple, and that's the appeal. Good mode. Thumbs up. Now that you know everything that makes up the grind of this game, I can finally tell you why exactly it was so addicting. To do that though, I want to bring up a quote. Sid Meier, the guy who made the Civilization games, said that given the chance, players will optimize the fun out of a game. I think that's true. Just look at any Call of Duty these past couple years. The Division, and most other looter shooters, took that and said, what if we just made the thing that players are inherently going to do the whole game? The whole gameplay loop of the Division's endgame is optimizing yourself and your build to be so powerful that the game becomes too easy and in turn, not fun anymore. Once you reach that point, that's the end of the game. That drive to make the game so easy and to feel so powerful is what kept me hooked on the Division. I kept wanting to be better, get stronger, and it never felt like a chore because the core gameplay was fun and I kept getting rewarded. I played the game, got better gear, and became so strong that the game became too easy. And right when I felt like it wasn't fun anymore, I had a new world tier to reach. It's a perfect loop. I'm not saying it's for everyone, but it absolutely was for me. And that's without even engaging much with all of the game modes like incursions or even PvP. There's just that much to do. Everything that I said about this game before is still completely true. The setting is incredible, and it resonates with me specifically so much. And the gameplay is still fun. But you take that, and you add the endgame onto it, and it becomes one of my favorite gaming experiences I've had in a while. I understand why this game is so special to so many people, because it is for me now too. You know, this actually did kind of help. The hold that this game once had on me is finally starting to fade now that I got this all out of my system. Hell, through the process of me getting all the footage for this video, I'm definitely ready to move on to something new. I'll probably drop by for Survive Fest though. That should be fun. Anyway, I've enjoyed my time in New York, but I think it's about time I moved on. I hear DC is nice, so maybe I'll head over there. That's all from me though. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.